I think when you start at the core of the message that everybody is trying to get after and the story they're trying to tell, the partnership feels a lot more authentic, and consumers at every level, it sort of transcends any one genre, transcends any one demo, and becomes a lot more meaningful that way. I'm Sara Schoch. I am the co-head of Global Music Brand Partnerships at UTA.
I'm Alisann. I am the co-head of Global Music Brand Partnerships at UTA. No brand or artist wants to use their platform for something that doesn't feel authentic to who they are as both people and brand, you know? Certain artists prefer certain platforms, certain brands, particularly nowadays. I think, you know, if we're talking just social, Instagram and TikTok tend to be the two biggest places that we see content probably living. YouTube maybe to like a little bit of the third.
When we talk about authenticity, everyone's rightfully like allergic to that word at this point.
So true.
But it really is rooted in the narrative and the storytelling, and the rest really layers back in on the back end.
A lot of our artists that we work with have these amazing platforms that, you know, can talk to so many different consumers. So when we think about these partnerships that we're working with our clients to create, it's really about how do we utilize their platforms, and they think about that all the time, for a greater good, for lack of a better word, you know?
Yeah, I think that the partnership space is one that traditionally people think of as one artists only engage with when they're selling out.
Honestly, so much of the talent that we work with, many of them already have purpose-driven platforms that drive into a lot of the partnerships that we do. So it's becoming more and more important with every time passes. The world moves so quick and there's so much opportunity, so it's how do we look at these new opportunities and think about where we focus our time and energy as we continue to like grow the business. So yeah, I would say that's like the one thing for sure.
Yeah, there are so many distractions, so many innovations, things technologically, you know, brand categories developing, different types of creators and how they funnel back into our business, and really sticking to our North Star of client strategy and not getting distracted by the rest and by the noise is really what we're focused on.
Other than sports, I mean, there's nothing like live music in the world. It's like you walk into a venue, you see that experience, and you get chills. So in addition to like the fact that we're incredibly excited about all the emerging talent that we have coming up and the global talent that we represent, I think like honestly, I'm excited about seeing how that physical representation and manifestation comes to life in a tour moment or an experience. So
yeah, I think we find ourselves in an ecosystem that is so fraught and tense, and it can be really tough just to wake up in the morning and stay positive, and we're so lucky to have artists that sort of draw us out of that and allow us to experience a shared sense of humanity. And so we're excited to be able to continue to mine opportunities for people to connect in person and hopefully get out of that pattern.
yeah.
One of the partnerships we're incredibly proud of that we were able to launch this year that feels like an exemplary partnership of UTA and its power globally is Bad Bunny's campaign with Calvin Klein. It's a partnership that our partner, Tony Wallace, in the group really shepherded through. I think its impact digitally, its impact socially, just the way that it captured people and got people excited and feeling like the lighthearted intent of a brand campaign was really, really special. It broke a ton of records, you know, in terms of consumption, and all those things are great, but I think the fun of it, and also its ability to sort of bridge that lightheartedness with actual, true, incredible fashion and art is really, really special, and something we aim to do with every partnership that we produce.
I don't really feel like there's often that we do a partnership where the artist hasn't been in communications with the brand in some sort. Like if you're going to get into bed together, for lack of a better word, for a year or more, everybody better really know that they want to be in this together and that they like each other and that there's that sense of transparency and communication. Without that, it can be a really painful year of a partnership.
Yeah, it's a really fundamental part of our business model to be as strategic and thoughtful and curated in the direction of our pitching as we can be, rather than waiting for a call to come in that some brand executive is a fan of our artist, or that, you know, a creative agency has concepted a really great campaign specifically for someone. It's getting in early and understanding with our clients what brands make them who they want to be in business with for 5-10 years down the road, because that's a really critical part of it. It's both, the creative elements are so important, the communication's so important, but the actual affinity and alignment really starts there.
And I think that's something we really pride ourselves on, is kind of that proactive thinking for client strategy versus just waiting for something to come in and get a phone call.